did scientists figure out that these different chemicals that are putting on clothes were making people sick? Did it start with the folks that dove in and made the documentary, the film River Blue? And because, you know, there's probably crap all over the shirt I'm wearing, and I can get, you know, all sorts of different styles of cancer in different organs, but I don't, you know, we don't know where it came from. So
Right.
how is the root figured out that it would be coming from our clothing?
It's only one of the places it's coming from.
Well,
And so
sure.
that's
Right.
even more difficult, right?
Yep.
I think I can't say because that's not my area of expertise. I mean, I did a conference with the director of that film, and it was already, I mean, my company had been launched for 5 or 6 years already. We know there's this knowledge that a number of the chemicals in dyes and in printing inks are toxic just
Okay.
because it's killing the life in the rivers downstream, right? So that's a few years. You've seen that for maybe 10, 20, 30 years. Greenpeace has been all over it. What is the color of the season? What is the Pantone color of the year? Well, just look stream from a mill. So that has been something that has been that's common knowledge. But then how do you attack that? How do you test it? I would say the highest concentration, as we talked about before, and why possibly my cancer at such an early age happened at such an early age, because there's a concentration of its use in the supply chain, right? Even if you're at the yarn stage or the textile stage or the printing or the cutting and the sewing stage, you're working with it every single day. So that's kind of the canary in the coal mine. Yeah.
I think they also know that these chemicals from other uses that are unhealthy. I mean,
yes, right.
Plastic.
Other consumer products, right?
Yeah. So we actually like to blame the mills, right? And you talked about how their emissions will kill the fish in the water and dye it a certain color depending upon what the color of the year is, for example. But when we wash our clothes, and I didn't realize this, our clothes deteriorate a little bit every time. What are they putting into the water and to I guess the ocean? I mean, tell us what happened.
It's not only the mills, and you know, I'm gonna support these mills for a minute, because these mills, their margins are so tiny, and they are told that their prices are still too high, and they're given less expensive material to work with. They'll work with it because then they can at least support their margins. And they have to be banned. It has to be policy, because this will continue, because we're not paying the true cost for clothing. So, you know, if you're talking then about that clothing in your closet and you're wearing it, not only is it obviously coming off in wear and tear because you're moving, and nothing is, well, polyester, it sheds slower. But when you're wearing the polyester and heating it up, right, because you're, you know, exercising in it, it's sloughing off just like your skin does. It's sloughing off fibers, it's sloughing off chemicals. So when you're washing it, of course, it's being agitated. You're giving it some soap and hot water, and it's going to slough more off into the fibers and the chemicals into the water. And it's very hard. I mean, they've got filters and things for this, but the fibers are too fine, and the chemicals are also coming off in your water. So I took a sailboat ride with 5Gyre for the oceans. It's a nonprofit around protecting the oceans, trying to get plastic out of the ocean. And we skimmed the bay up in San Francisco for microfibers, and then tested it. And the majority of fibers that we skimmed out of the bay that day, the majority of them, are over 50%, were natural fibers. The scary part is that those natural fibers, I think I mentioned it before, those natural fibers that have been through the washing cycle, wash many times probably, still contain 31% by weight petrochemicals on them. So this pristine, again, cotton or linen fiber or wool fiber actually has 31% by weight in the bay. So it probably had higher. So that is what we're doing to our waterways. And there's nothing we can do about it unless we don't wash them. No. How do you
Right.
not wash clothing?